Hey guys, my name is Alishan Ali. In this video, I'm going to talk about how to make custom drawer navigation along with the stack navigation. As you can see that on the home screen, we had built this custom drawer navigation along with the stack navigation. And here, if we click on this icon, hamburger icon, it will open the custom drawer navigation like this. Alright. Now, if you click on profile screen, it went to the profile screen, and on the top, you can see the header as well. And we have a button called go to home. Again, if I click the drawer navigation, it will open that on a next screen as well. And if I click on like song, it went to the like song. Okay, and if I click on go to home, so it went to the go to home. So this is the custom drawer navigation which we are going to learn that how to build this completely from scratch, from project setup to all. Alright, in the bottom you can see that sign up button. We have a profile, like song, long ways, contact us. This is totally customizable, so you will gonna learn that how to make custom drawer navigation completely. Alright, so for that, what we're gonna do, we're gonna create a fresh React Native CLI project. Okay, so let's create a fresh React Native CLI project. So to create a React Native project, we have to search React Native on the browser. So I'm gonna search React Native. Okay, now once you search React Native, you will find this article, learn once, write anywhere. Click on this. Once you click on this, you went to this website. Okay, click on get started. Once you click on get started, click on this, can I use React Native without a framework? After that, click on this, get started without a framework. Once you click on that, you have to copy this command, npx react native cli latest init awesome project. So I'm going to copy this command. Okay, and I'm going to open my folder where I'm going to create a project. So I'm going to create this project inside the 0 degree coder August, and here I'm going to open the terminal. So by right clicking on this directory, open in terminal, and I'm going to paste this command. Okay, and at the place of awesome project, I'm going to name this as a learn custom drawer navigation. Okay, so I'm gonna hit enter, and what it's gonna do, it will create a fresh React Native project. So this is a command to create a fresh React Native project. So I'm gonna wait for some seconds to install this to create a React Native project. All right, so let's wait for some seconds. So as you can see that we had first of all run this command npx react native to create a project. After that, it will download the template. It will process the template and install all the dependency. After that, it has also initialized a git repository. It means that our project has been created and we are able to run this project. All right, now after that, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna write cd and press the tab, so it will suggest me the folder. So I'm gonna go inside this my project, so cd and hit enter. After that, I'm gonna clear this terminal by typing the cls. Okay, and I'm gonna type code plus space dot and hit enter. So what it's gonna do, it will open this project in a VS Code. Another way could be like this, just drag and drop this project here. Okay, otherwise you can also do like this, right click on this project and click on open with code. All right, now once you open this project in a VS Code, what you have to do, you have to open your terminal and start the server. How we gonna start the server? By typing the npm start. Okay, so it's, if you're doing it the first time, so it's gonna took a lot of time. So we're gonna wait for, like, if you're doing it like first time, so it's gonna took 5 minutes as well. But before that, I'm gonna type a to run on Android. So what it's gonna do, it will install the app on Android. So here you can see that. Let me go to the home screen. So as you can see that it's telling that installing the app. Okay, so I'm gonna wait for some seconds. So while installing the app, I got a one error. Oh, that's weird. Okay, so the error is like, could not move temporary workspace. Okay, so what I'm gonna do, guys, I'm gonna copy this error, what went wrong. As you can see that installing the app, and after that I got this error. So I'm gonna just copy this error message, and after that I'm gonna open my browser and just paste it here. Once I paste this error message, I get this article. Click on this article. Okay, after that, what you have to do, you can see that what they are telling, that you need to change the greater version. Your price is like 8.6 or 8.7, lower it to be 8.5. so what I have to do, I have to go inside my gradle wrapper.properties file. So let's go to the I'm gonna press Ctrl P, gradle wrapper.properties file. Okay, inside this, as you can see that we are having a 8.6. okay, I'm gonna make this 8.5. okay, and after that I'm gonna run this again, like I'm gonna just press the A, and let's see it solve this problem or not. Okay, let's go back to the terminal. So I'm just press the 8, and a DSOS is already running and installing the app. As you can see that the app is gonna started installing. All right. Oh my gosh, let's go back to the terminal. So it's gonna take some seconds, maybe like if you're installing this app for the first time on your emulator, so it's gonna take almost maybe 2 minutes or maybe 5 minutes as well, depending upon your device. Okay, so this is how we're gonna learn that how to create a project in React Native. So we're gonna wait for some few seconds or some few minutes to install the app, and after that we will see the app directly, like what we will understand this folder directory and the file. All right, and after that we will move further. So as you can see that like currently what it's doing, like it's the bundling the app. Once it's bundled, it will install the app on the emulator as well. So as you can see that our app has been installed on the emulator. First of all, it's bundled the app and it took almost 5 minutes. Like this time it's too quickly. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to open my app side by side like this. So let me open the VS Code again. Okay, like this, and emulator as well on the side by side, so you guys can take a look side by side as well. So as you can see that our emulator is on the right side and our VS in the left side. So if I type the R, so it will reload the app. Okay, now I'm gonna collapse all the file. I'm gonna close this file, grab the wrapper.properties. After that, if you see that here we are having app.tsx file. Okay, and here we are having some code. Okay, so this is like quite bit, almost 100 line plus code. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna remove this whole code. Okay, so I'm gonna just control E and delete. So I just removed the whole code from the app.tsx file. Okay, now one more thing, they are using the TypeScript file. Okay, but you guys are beginner and like this course is like this video is more on the beginner friendly, so I'm gonna use the JavaScript. You can use tsx as well, not a big deal. So I'm gonna just I'm gonna make this JSX app.jsx. Okay, now after that we have to create one component. So you can create a component like I'm using one extension, let me tell you guys. So if I just press RNFES, React Native default functional export along with the style set component, if I hit enter, you can see that one code snippet has been written very beautiful and in very less time. Okay, as you can see there, right? So how it's possible, like it's written the code very quickly. So I'm using one extension. The extension name is like ES7 React snippet, ES7 React Redux snippet. This is the extension which helping me out to write this code snippet quickly. Again, let me write it once more. So I'm going to remove this code and I'm going to just type RNFES React Native default functional export along with the style sheet. Okay, so you can see that it's created React Native functional component along with the default and style sheet component. Okay, so this is how we create a component using that extension and our life become easier. All right, now I'm gonna close others file. Okay, I'm gonna make the terminal smaller size for now. Okay, so as you can see, if I make some changes, so it's gonna reflect that there as well. Okay, now to make the custom driver navigation like that, so what we have to do exactly, we have to go to this website. The website name is called React Navigation. Okay, once you search React Navigation, click on this website. Once you click on this website, you will get to this landing page. Click on read docs. Once you click on read docs, you have to scroll down like getting started. Okay, now first of all, what you have to do to make the custom driver navigation, you have to install this package npm install React Navigation Native. So I'm gonna copy this line of command, and after that I'm go back to the terminal and I'm gonna stop my server and just paste this command npm install React Navigation Native. And when I hit enter, so what is gonna do, it will install this package. After that, go back to your browser. So I'm gonna go back to the browser. And if I scroll down, there's one more command that is called npm React Native screen and React Native safe area context. Again, copy this command, okay, and paste it here. All right, so what it's gonna do, it will install the React Native screen and React Native safe area context. Okay, now once you're done with that, what you have to do is, you can see that below they have mentioned that you have to return navigation container like this, and rest of the code goes inside the navigation container block. Okay, so I'm gonna copy this line of code and go back to my app.jsx component. This is the app.jsx component. Okay, and I'm gonna add it here like this. Okay, so as you can see that we had we had written the navigation container like this, but if you see that it's showing red, Okay, the reason is that navigation container is not defined. Okay, so what we have to do, we have to import the navigation container. All right, so for that what we have to do, we have to go back on the browser, and here if you see that on this example, they're importing the navigation container from the React navigation native. All right, so I'm gonna just copy this line of code and go back to the my VS code. Okay, and here I'm gonna paste this line of code. All right, so now this error has been get removed. Okay, now people also ask me, bro, like why this red error is coming. This is like, you know, linting error and like, you know, pretty error. So to ignore this, what we have to do, we have to just, you know, just comment this out. Okay, this es linting, so that's get removed. Also there is like, you know, prettier, this is like prettier issue, so you can ignore that as well. All right, now once I comment this code, so you can see that the linting error has been, you know, that removed. All right, now after that what we have to do, like, it's totally up to you. If you want to use LinkedIn, you can use, but I'm not using LinkedIn because, you know, it's due to some reason. All right, now here you can see that we had wrapped the, you know, we are just returning a navigation container. Okay, now what is the next step? The next step is that you have to, you know, on this website, what you have to do, you have to scroll down, and here if you see that here we are having a drawer navigation, you have to click on that. Once you click on drawer, you will get to this website, this page. Okay, so this is the thing which we have to also build. Okay, and after that, once we implement the drawer navigator, we will install the stack navigator as well, and after that we will learn how to build custom drawer navigator. So let's install the drawer navigator. All right, so for that you have to install the React navigation drawer. Copy this line of code. All right, and install this you know, library as well. Okay, so installing. After that, let's go back to the browser. So they are telling that you have to install the React Native Gesture Handler and React Native Reanimated as well. Okay, so install the React Native Gesture Handler. You have to right click on this. After that, open link in new tab. Once you click on that, you went to this website, React Native Gesture Handler. Click on get started. After that, you can see that simple documentation about the React Native Gesture Handler. Now click on installation. After that, scroll down. Copy this command npm install save React Native Gesture Handler. So I'm gonna copy this command, okay, and paste it here. Okay, now it will install the React Native Gesture Handler. After that, what you have to do, you have to wrap your app component, like, you know, you have to return the Gesture Handler root view right now. So I'm gonna copy this line of code, okay, and on the top of navigation container, I'm gonna wrap Gesture Handler root view, and in the bottom, I'm gonna copy this line of code and paste it here like this. Okay, so now Gesture Handler root view is the, you know, parent component kind of, you can think. All right, now also we have to import the Gesture Handler root view as well. So to import that, you have to copy this line of code and paste it here. All right, now we had imported a React Native Gesture Handler as well. I'm gonna, you know, uncomment this this es linting. I'm gonna make it like, you know, as it was. All right, now after that, what you have to do, so we have to, you know, we are having a Gesture Handler root view and we are having a navigation container. All right, after that, what you have to do, you have to install the React Native Reanimated as well. So for that, you go back to this website, right click on this React Native Reanimated, open link in new tab. After that, click on get started. Once you click on get started, here you can see that npm install React Native Reanimated. Copy this line of code, paste in the terminal and install the React Native Reanimated. All right, now once you're done with the installation, what you have to do, inside the babel.config.js file, you have to add this plugin line of code. So I'm going to copy this line of code and I'm going to go inside the babel.config.js file, and here after the preset, I'm going to just paste this line of code. You can see that there are triple dot. I'm going to remove this triple dot, and we can see that we had added the plugins React Native Reanimated plugin. Now let's go back, and here if you scroll down, we have to start the server by resetting the cache. So I'm going to copy this line of code and I'm going to start the server by resetting the cache like this. Okay, so it will install the application, but here we are not returning anything. Here we are just having a navigation container, right? So what we have to do, let's go back. Okay, let me press the A to install the app on Android. Now let's go back. Let's go back to this documentation, drawer navigator. So after this, what we have to do, we have to make the stuff like this drawer navigator. Okay, so for that, okay, let me do like here. So here we have to copy this const drawer is equal to create drawer navigator, copy this line of code, and here you have to paste that. Okay, and you have to import the create drawer navigator from here, from the React navigation drawer. So I'm gonna add it here like this as well. Okay, create drawer navigator from the React navigation drawer. Okay, now people will ask me, bro, why it's showing red, right? The reason is that if I hover this on this, so here you can see that there has some white spacing issue. Okay, so what you have to do is scroll down and click on quick fix and fix all out of the XML problem. So what is happening now? There are some space which I have to give, which I was not giving. That's the reason. Like that's why it's, if I just if I make a space, you can see that I make a space, so it started throwing the ESLinting error. But if I remove that space, it get fixed. So that is like just a linting warning. You can ignore that. That doesn't gonna throw any error. All right. Now after that, we had done const drawer is equal to create drawer navigator. After that, let's go back to here, and here we have to copy this line of code. Okay, not here. Yeah, inside the navigation container, I'm gonna remove this commented code. Okay, and here I'm gonna write drawer.navigator like this and paste it here like this. Okay, let me again copy this line of code whole drawer.navigator, and I'm gonna paste it here. Okay, so we are having a drawer.navigator, okay, and drawer.screen. Now we have to also create some components. Okay, so here let's click on app.jsx and create one folder that is called source directory. So I'm gonna create source directory. Inside the source directory, I'm gonna create another directory that is called screens. Inside this screen, we're gonna have like all the screen. So I'm gonna name it like feed screen dot feed screen dot jsx. All right, and I'm gonna just type rnfes. All right, now we're gonna have another screen as well that is called article screen. So I'm gonna create article screen dot jsx rnfes. All right, now let's go back to the app.jsx, and here I'm gonna import the field screen. Okay, and here I'm gonna add the article screen. Okay, so how do I get the suggestion? The reason is that I'm using auto import extension, which help us to import this all the extension. Okay, now here if I click on this hamburger icon, now you can see that we had created the normal drawer navigator. Okay, a normal drawer navigator we had created perfectly. We are not getting any error. All right, so make sure you follow this stuff. Now let me summarize it, like how we make this drawer navigator. And after this, what we're gonna do, we're gonna install the stack navigator, and we're gonna make this custom drawer navigator. Okay, now let me explain you what we had done, so you guys if you're getting any error, so we can fix it out. So first of all, we had created this React Native project. That's one is straightforward. So we get open this website, learn once, write anywhere, and after that we click on get started. Once we click on get started, we click on get started without a framework, and we click on this get started without a framework, and we had just copy this command and create a React Native project. After that, we search React Native, okay, React navigation, and here we went to the getting started. We had first of all installed React navigation native. After that, we installed the React Native screen and React Native safe area context. Once we're done with that, we wrap our app component with the navigation container like this. Once we're done with that, we scroll down, and here we click on drawer navigator. So here inside the navigators, we click on drawer navigators, and after that we install this npm install navigation drawer. Okay, and after that we install the React Native gesture handler and React Native reanimated. For the React Native gesture handler, what we had done, we went to this website React Native gesture handler by right clicking on this website, like on this link, open link in new tab. We click on installation. Once we click on installation, we install this package npm React Native gesture handler, and we wrap our app component with the gesture handler root view, and we make the style as flex as a 1. Okay, as you can see that here on the app.jsx. All right, and after that, what we had done, we went to this React Native reanimated, and here we had installed the React Native reanimated, and after that we went to the babel.config.js file, and inside this we had added this line of code plugins code. Okay, and here you can see that as well, plugins. Okay, After that, once we're done with that, we had installed this we had just added the drawer navigator code along with the drawer screen. Now the next thing is that we have to make this custom drawer navigator. All right, so let's do that. So far we had learned that how to make drawer navigation like this. All right, now after this, what we have to do, the main output, we want to make custom drawer navigation like this. All right, so for that, what we have to do, we have to go back on the browser, and here if you see that we are inside the drawer, and once we scroll down, like we had followed this all the steps. All right, now to make the custom drawer navigator, you can see that how they had done beautifully. To make the custom drawer content, we have to create one component. Okay, so let's go back to our code, and inside the source directory, I'm gonna create another directory. You have to click on source directory, and here you have to click on new directory, and I'm gonna name as navigations. Okay, and inside the navigation, I'm gonna name one component that is called custom drawer content. Okay, now as you can see that I had just created custom drawer content, and I just forget the .jsx syntax, so let me add .jsx as well. Alright, now after this, I'm going to just write RNFES, React Native Default Functional Export Style Sheet Component. Okay, now let me minimize the terminal, and now you can see that a custom drawer content code is here. Okay, now after this, you have to go back to the app.jsx, and inside this drawer navigator, what we have to do, the things which we have to do here. So here you can see that custom drawer content drawer is called view. Okay, basically we have to add a drawer content like this inside this. To use the custom component, we need to pass the drawer content props inside the drawer navigator like this. Okay, now let's go back to the app.jsx, and here we are having a drawer.navigator, and inside this, what we have to do, we have to pass the drawer content like this. So I'm gonna write drawer content. Okay, we have one property that is called drawer content, and here we have to pass our component custom drawer content like this. Okay, you can pass the component like this, custom drawer content like this as well. Otherwise you can pass the component like this as well, totally up to you. This is shorter syntax, this is like longer syntax. Now if you click on this, you can see that now this text is coming custom drawer content, or if I write hey 0 degree coder kind of. Okay, now it will change to the hey 0 degree coder. Let me close it, let me open it. Oh, not happen. Let me reload the app, maybe that's how we can see it. Let me reload the app. Now let's click on this, and you can see that hey 0 degree coder. Okay, so this is how we inside the drawer content property, we have to pass the component custom drawer content. You can pass the component like this. Okay, another way could be like this. Okay, you can see on the documentation as well. Okay, now after this, what you have to do, you have to okay, so now you have to scroll up. Okay, now we have to use this code, line of code. Drawer content is called view. Now currently we are returning a one view, so I'm gonna remove this whole code, and once I remove this whole code, I go back to here, and here you can see that they are returning a drawer content is called view. Okay, so now I'm gonna return the drawer content is called view like this, and inside this, what we have to do, we have to return drawer item list. Okay, now one more thing which I had forget to tell you guys, that here we get the access of props, because by default it is taking some props. Here we are passing the props, so by default, like here it's taking the props, you can pass the props like that as well. Okay, let's do like this. This is much more readable manner and beginner friendly as well. So I'm gonna copy this line of code, not copy, let me write it. So after the drawer content, I'm gonna remove this line of code, and here like the both works, but I'm just making it like a more readable manner, so for you guys it's become easier to understand. Props, and here I'm gonna write custom drawer content like this. All right, now after that you have to split the props like this. Okay, split the props like this, props. All right, Now you can see that we are just splitting the props. Perfect. Now after that, once we are done with that, we are might getting some error. Now let me reload the app. Let's see, are we getting any error? Yeah, cannot read properties of routes. Okay, now this is like we are getting error, cannot read properties of routes, because inside the drawer item list we have to pass this props like this, props. Okay, now you can see that this is the example, like here we have to pass the props. Now you can see, now we are able to access this, it's working perfectly. Okay, so whenever we pass the drawer item list like this, so what is going to happen, whatever the item list is there, it's going to render by default. So if we have, like, if we have one more drawer screen, like if we have another drawer screen that is going to be maybe profile, so what is going to happen, it will by default render that list as well. Okay, you can see that profile. Okay, now let's go back to the custom drawer content file, and here if you go back to the browser, so what we want the output kind of like this, right? So how we can achieve that, right? This is the question coming in your mind, right? So this is like gonna be normal, like we can do it very easily, very simple manner. So there's one property that is called drawer item. So if I show you guys drawer item, yeah, so after the drawer item list, you can see that there was one option called drawer item. Let's copy this line of code, drawer item. Let's go back to the custom drawer content, and here I'm gonna just write drawer item, and I'm gonna import the drawer item from the React navigation drawer. Okay, and there's one function, I'm gonna remove this function, functionality linking.open. I'm gonna just remove this line of code, and here clicked on help. All right, now let's click on this. Now you can see that we are able to see this drawer item help as well. Okay, so this is how we can add a like drawer item. But if you want to customize it, like totally the styling all the stuff, so we're gonna do that as well. But what is the end goal is that we want to achieve the UI like this. Okay, to achieve the UI like this, first we need these icons. Okay, so we have to set up the React Native vectors icon as well. So let's set up that as well quickly. So I'm gonna stop my terminal, and I'm gonna search React Native vectors icon on the browser. React Native vector icons. Once you search React Native vectors icon, click on this website. Okay, and now after that you have to copy this command npm i React Native vectors icons. Just paste this React Native vectors icon and hit enter. Okay, once you're done with that, you go back to the browser, and here we have to do some certain stuff for the Android. So you have to go inside the Android app builder Gradle, and you have to just add this line of code. So I'm gonna copy this line of code, and I'm gonna go inside Android app builder Gradle. Okay, and here I'm gonna paste this line of code for the React Native vectors icons. Okay, now I'm gonna restart my server, npm start. Okay, so it will restart the server, or like it will again bundle the app. So I'm gonna press the A to run on Android. Okay, so while app is running, okay, so what I'm gonna do, guys, for quickly, and for a better UI manager, for a better UI stuff, so I'm gonna create one constant folder. Okay, inside the constant we gonna have a three stuff. So let me create first of all a constants directory. So why we gonna make a constant directory? The reason behind is that it become the styling value which we repeat everywhere. So we're gonna put that on a constant directory, and we're gonna use that, we're gonna reuse that. Okay, so now inside the constant I'm gonna create one file name that gonna be a dimensions.js. Okay, and I'm gonna write export const icon size. Okay, and here I'm gonna have a small. If it's small, it means that the icon size will be 20, and if it's medium, then it's gonna be 24. If it's large, LG means large, so it's gonna be a 32. If it's extra large, so it's gonna be a 40. All right, this is the icon size object. And if we're gonna have a export now we're gonna create another object for spacing as well, export const spacing. Okay, and for the spacing as well, I'm gonna do, if extra is small, then it's gonna be a 4, if it's small, it's gonna be 8, and if it's medium, so it's gonna be a 16, and if it's gonna be large, so it's gonna be 24, and if it's extra large, it should be a 32. Okay, now once you're done with that, this is like, spacing and icon sizes stuff. Okay, now I'm gonna go back to the my screen, not on this file, custom drawer content. So let me scroll down, let me collapse all the folder and click on source, click on navigation, and let's go to the custom drawer content, and let me open this custom drawer content. But before that, there's one thing I just want to add you guys, like whenever we click on this custom drawer content, you can see that it's opening on the top of this, right? So it is not possible to open in a different style manner. So yeah, it is possible, like can we open the drawer navigation like this? Yeah, so for that, there's one property. Let me show you guys the property name. Options, not options, drawer label, drawer icon, drawer activity indicator, label style, drawer content. So let me show you screen options, default status, slide. Yeah, we got it. Supported values, not this one, swipe enabled. Okay, so once you scroll down, we're gonna find it quickly. Let me give you some seconds, guys. So we have to, here we have our docs, and here you can read about like drawer type, maybe a type. Yeah, so yeah, we got it. So we have one property that is called drawer type. So inside this drawer here, inside the app.jsx, so we are having a drawer dot navigator, and after this we have a property called drawer type, and not like this. Let me see the example how they are doing drawer type. For the drawer type, you for this inside this screen options, you have to pass the drawer type. So let's go here, and here I'm gonna add a screen options like this, and here I'm gonna add a drawer type. Okay, and here we can have a back, so front, slide. So if I do the slide, and let's save it, and let me reload the app. Okay, so I'm gonna reload the app, and let's click on this. So you can see that the slide. So what is, like, if I pass this drawer type as slide, so you can see that the this screen is sliding. Okay, so you can see that, like, if we can try a different options drawer type. So we are having a like front, back. So if I make a back, so what is gonna happen in the back? Let's see. So if I click on back, so you can see the back looks not like this, I think. So if I make the back look like this, and permanent is there, and slide. You can try it out, like all this drawer type, but which I really love, that is called this slide drawer type, which I love it, like. Okay, this one looks pretty good to me. Okay, so this is the one property about the drawer type. Now let's go back to the custom drawer content and style this perfectly. So what I'm gonna do, guys, I'm gonna remove this drawer item list because I don't need anymore, and inside this drawer content is called view. I'm gonna do I'm gonna add some stuff. So first of all, I'm gonna add one view. Okay, inside this view I'm gonna have a touchable opacity like this, and my bad, yeah, touchable opacity. And inside this touchable opacity we're gonna have a one icon as well, and I'm gonna add a one undesign icon. So for that, this is the icon which I need, the cross icon, a close icon. Okay, so for that, I'm gonna you can search on this website, like React Native Vector Icon Directory, React Native Vector Icons Directory. Here you can also find it some icons as well, and we're gonna search for a close. So I'm gonna search close, and we're gonna use this icon close. So how we can use the icon from the React Native Vectors icon. It's simple, it's straightforward. So we're gonna have an import and design from React Native Vector icon / and design. All right, Now once you're done with this, once you import the ant design, what you have to do, you have to copy this ant design. After that, inside the touchable opacity, here we have to do like this. Okay, and here we have to specify the name and design name. The name gonna be what? The name is close. You can copy the name here as well. I'm gonna copy the name closed quickly. Okay, and now you can see that the icon is visible there. Awesome. Now I'm gonna define the size as well. The size will be what? Icon size. I'm gonna import the icon size dot medium. Okay, and now let's check it out. I'm gonna reload. Okay, let me import the icon size as well. Yeah, I'm importing. Reload the app. Now let's see. Yeah, we can see the icon size as well perfectly. Now the next icon which I need, that is called this sun icon. Okay, so for that again we have to copy this line of code, and here I'm gonna make this sun for now, and now we get the sun icon, but it's gonna be from octo icon. So for the sun, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna search sun here, and which one looking good? Sun. I'm gonna use this icon, octo icons. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna just duplicate this and design one. I'm gonna paste octo icons, and here I'm gonna replace octo icons. Okay, and here we can add on press event as well, recording your requirements. So I'm gonna just have a one normal on press, but you can see that the styling is not looking good. It should be horizontal direction, like in a flex row. So what I'm gonna do, guys, I'm gonna apply this container here. Style is equal to styles dot header container. Okay, and after that what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna also apply here styling this as well. Style is equal to and styles dot container. Okay, so I'm gonna copy this container. Let's style this quickly, and I'm gonna collapse this file quickly. Now here, to style the container, you have to go inside this style sheet, and here I'm gonna add a container like this, and here I'm gonna write padding vertical. The padding vertical will be what? Maybe spacing dot large. Okay, so if you see that, let me show you. So it's we had applied the padding from the top, vertical padding. There's one more thing which guys want, like every time I have to close it, every time I have to click on this drawer. So what we can do, let's go back to the app.js. Inside this drawer type slide, I'm gonna make this permanent, so it will always be visible there. So if I reload the app, it still will be there, so I don't have to click it every time. All right, this is just for debugging purpose. Okay, now after this I'm gonna apply padding horizontal as well, the spacing dot large again. All right, now we had applied the styling on the header container. Now the next thing is that we have to apply the styling on a header container. So I'm gonna make flex direction as a row. Okay, and once you make the flex direction row, you can see that. Awesome. Justify content will be space between. Okay, now after this space between, we're gonna apply some padding right as well. So padding right direction will be what? Spacing dot small. Okay, very less padding from the right side. All right, now after this what we're gonna do, we're gonna have her we can see that this drawer looks good. Now we have to add the functionality, or we have to add the items as well. To add the items, what we're gonna do, I'm gonna create one stuff. So here you can see that this is a header container, so I'm gonna collapse this, and I'm gonna write a comments that header container. Okay, now I'm gonna add a custom drawer items. Okay, now let's add the custom drawer items. For that I'm gonna add a one view, and inside this view I'm gonna add a drawer item. Okay, and here I'm gonna add a label. So label will be what? So if I just refresh that, control plus space, so we got the suggestion label. So label will be what? So maybe the first label gonna be a profile. All right, now let's see profile. Are you able to, yeah, profile is looking good. And we're gonna also define the icon. So icon will be like this. You know, we're gonna have a like this, and here I'm gonna return a one font awesome icon. Maybe I'm gonna use a user icon. So let's go back to the React Native vectors icon and search for a user icon, which is gonna look perfect. So I'm gonna use this font awesome, yeah, this icon, user icon. So I'm gonna copy this font awesome, and here I'm gonna add a font awesome. And before using this font awesome, I have to also import it. Okay, so for that I'm gonna duplicate this line of code, and at the place of octo icons I'm gonna replace with font awesome. Cool. And we're gonna have a font awesome. We get the font awesome. Now we have to define the name. The name will be what? The name we know, that is called user. Okay, now are you able to see the user icon? Yeah, perfectly, we can able to see the user icon as well. Now let's define the size. The size will be what? The size will be icon size dot medium. So yeah, medium will be much more looks better. Let me see. Now let's reload the app and let's check it out. Yeah, we can see the profile icon, user icon, that's looking perfect. Now after that, if you see that I want to increase the label style, I want to change the label style. For that, what we gonna do, I'm gonna make this label style. So we are having a label style, and here I'm gonna write one stuff that is called styles dot what, styles dot, not like that, we're gonna have a like this. Okay, now I'm gonna write styles dot label, my bad, label style. Okay, and we're gonna have a color as well. So color will be what? Color will be colors dot. Okay, so color will be maybe for now black. For okay, let's leave the color. Okay, I'm not gonna apply the color for now. I'm gonna just get rid of this color. So now let's define the label style. But before also that, inside this view, I'm gonna style name as a style is a drawer item, styles dot drawer item container. Okay, drawer item container. Okay, I'm gonna copy this. I'm gonna copy this label style. All right, now let's go scroll down, and once we scroll down here, we have to style that as well. So first of all, inside this drawer item container, you can see that they need some margin top, right? A margin vertically. So I'm gonna give this margin vertical as a spacing dot extra large. Okay, now you can see that we had given a very good margin. Now after that, if you want to give label style, like I'm gonna add a label style, and if you want to increase the font size, like let's suppose font size will be almost 100. Let's see. Oh my gosh, let's see, 20. Font size is 20, and that's totally up to you, but I'm gonna make it default. So I'm not gonna increase. If you want to add a font family, you can add a font family as well. And after that, we are having another thing that is called label item. We are done. Okay, cool. Now we can have a drawer item styling as well. So what I'm going to write here, style is equal to my bad, styles dot drawer item. Cool, let me copy this drawer item, and here I'm gonna paste it here like this. And for the drawer item, I'm gonna again add a margin vertical, and it's gonna be spacing dot small. So between the items, we're gonna apply some small margin vertical. Cool. Now we are done with the first drawer item container. Okay, so what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna just copy this line of code. Okay, this drawer item container, and I'm gonna repeat this code. Let's see what is gonna happen. You can see that there's like tons of margin. So I'm gonna remove this styling. We don't need on the second item. Cool. Still it's not looking perfect, so I'm gonna reload this app and let's check it out. So you can see that there's like margin vertical is a bit high there. So yeah, so what I'm gonna do guys, drawer item container, let's go there, and I'm gonna make this comment this line of code. Okay, now what is else spacing dot small, I'm gonna comment this as well. Okay, now if you see that header container flex tags and row, cool. So now the spacing between items looks perfect. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna make this I'm gonna remove this margin vertical from here, and I'm gonna add it here like this. Margin bottom will be spacing dot extra large. Okay, perfect. Now you can see that we are having a profile. So what what you can do now, like whatever the items you need, you can just copy this line of code and make this add, and you can customize this as you want. That's totally up to you. So this is stuff you can make it, like that's not a big deal, what I can think guys, right? So I'm gonna make this profile. At the place of profile, I'm gonna make guys for you quickly. Maybe I'm gonna make this stuff. Let's go back. So we are having this profile. The next gonna be a liked song, and we're gonna make this another stuff that is called long wage, and we're gonna make let's try long wage. Do we have any icon on the long wage? Yeah, we have. And like songs, for that I'm gonna make it icon is a heart. Yeah, we got this heart as well. And another thing that gonna be contact us, last one, contact us, and it's gonna be a maybe envelope kind of icons. So I'm gonna make this envelope or envelope O kind of. All right, now you can see that this is become envelope icons. And in the last icon, we're gonna have a FAQs. Okay, so we're gonna have a FAQs stuff, and we're gonna name this question circle kind of icon. Question circle, and we're gonna make this question circle O. Cool. So we had seen that this is how we make the custom drawer navigator. All right, now the next thing is that in the bottom, if you see that in the bottom we are having a sign out button. How we can make this sign out button as well? So for that, what you have to do guys, you have to just collapse this drawer content scroller view. Okay, and you have to cut this line of code, and you have to make a fragment like this, and just paste the code, existing code base. And after that you have to make this a view like this, and inside this view we gonna let me remove this code, and I'm gonna remove this copy this code, this view code. So I'm gonna copy this view code quickly. Okay, all right, awesome. Now after this drawer content is called view, I'm gonna just copy this drawer item, and you can see that in the bottom we get this icon as well. So now if you want to make it sign out, you can make it sign out as well. Okay, now there is another thing which I guys wanted to know you as well. Okay, you can update the icon as well. I'm not gonna waste your time guys in this. Okay, let's focus on more on the learning that size. Now another thing is that here you get the icon, here you get the what, here you get the color of the icon. If you can set if you want to have a color as well, so that's gonna be if the item is active, so you get the active color. If it's not active, then you get the non-active icon color. So if you went to this website drawer navigator, okay, and you can see that inside the skin option you can define the color, overlay color, all the things active color, inactive color. So maybe active color. Okay, color. Okay, now you can see the icon display the item, display function returning a react element, focus. So if it's focused, so here you get the three stuff. So inside this drawer item, here you get the three stuff: focus, color, and the size. If it's focused, so you can update the icon, if it's focused, then it's gonna be maybe filled icon. If it's not focused, then unfilled icon kind of. Okay, and you can have a active tint color, okay, for the icon label when the item is active. Okay, so you can define that the drawer item contains except this following. So you can have a label, icon, focused on phrase, active tint color, inactive tint color, active background color, inactive background color, all the things. Okay, so this is all the properties. This all the properties our drawer items take. Like it will take what it will take active tint color. Okay, it's take inactive tint color. Okay, so this is all the properties. This is all the properties our drawer items will take, and you can define that as well. So I'm gonna just comment this code. Cool. Now once we're done with that, now we have to work on this functional. Now when I click on this close, it should get closed, right? So how we can do it, guys? This question come up in your mind, right? So for that, what I'm gonna do, guys, we're gonna have this cross icon function. Let's go back. This is the cross function, and here we're having a on press. So I'm gonna add a one on press. I'm gonna call handle toggle drawer. Okay, so I'm gonna just make a one function handle toggle drawer, and here before the return I'm gonna write this function const handle toggle drawer, and it's gonna be an arrow function like this. And here what I'm gonna do props dot navigation dot closed drawer. Okay, like this. Cool. Props dot navigation dot closed drawer, closed drawer. So how I get this code snippet, right? So for that you have to just search closed drawer, drawer. Okay, so you can see that they are mentioning that navigation dot closed drawer, it will get closed drawer. All right, and if you want just toggle, so you can use navigation dot toggle drawer function. Cool. Now if I click on this, nothing gonna happen. The reason behind that, we are using this permanent. I'm gonna use maybe a back. Okay, for now. Now if I click on this, it's open. If I click on this, you can see that it's getting closed. All right, so this is how we had learned how to make custom drawer navigation. Now there's one more thing which we also gonna make this custom, but before that, if user click on profile, so it should go back to the profile. If user click on like song, it should get to the like song. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna use the stack navigation as well. Okay, so what we're gonna install the stack navigation. So let's do that. So far we had created this custom drawer navigator, like with the custom options. Now I'm gonna stop my emulator, and to make this functionality, like this make this working custom drawer item, I'm gonna install the stack navigation. So for that I'm gonna search on, I'm gonna went to the browser again to the React navigation website, click on read docs. After that, click on this stack navigation on the bottom. Where is that? Yeah, navigators, stack navigators. After that, in npm install React navigation stack, copy this line of code and paste it here. All right. Now once you're done with the React navigation stack, you have to go back to this website, and here what we have to, here is the example of a stack navigator. So I'm gonna inside the source, inside the navigation, I'm gonna create one file that is called my stack navigation, my home stack, maybe my home stack navigation .jsx. Okay, let me make it bigger so you can guys read this component name as well. My home stack navigation. After that, if you copy this line of code, paste it here. Okay, so okay, let me make it smaller for now. Okay, so here you can see that I just copy this line of code, all the code, and paste it here. Okay, so here what we are doing here we are having create stack navigators, once stack is equal to create stack navigators. After that, I'm gonna create a one function that is gonna be it's gonna be what my home stack navigation. All right, and I'm gonna make this export default function, default spelling, yeah, export default function my home navigation. All right, my home stack navigation. Okay, but we had not created this home screen component, or like, so what we're gonna do, I'm gonna just remove this line of code quickly. So we're gonna have a just home screen. So inside this screen we're gonna have maybe we are already have an article screen, feed screen. Okay, so I'm gonna make this screen quickly, that is gonna be a profile screen .jsx, and the next gonna be a liked song, liked song screen .jsx rnfes react native default functional export style set component, and we're gonna have this profile screen rnfes. all right, now after that let's go back to this my home stack navigators, and here I'm gonna import this what we're gonna call it this profile, and I'm gonna call this okay. Before that, let me do one more thing, that is gonna be one screen that's gonna be a home screen .jsx rnfes. okay, let's go back, and here I'm gonna make this name as a home screen, and I'm gonna import this home screen component quickly. all right, now let me okay, so we had imported this home screen component, and we're gonna have another components as well, that's gonna be maybe what profile, and I'm gonna import this profile screen as well, and we're gonna have a liked song, so liked songs, and we're gonna import this liked song screen as well quickly. all right, now once we're done with that, all this is stack navigators, so I'm gonna restart my app, npm start. okay, npm start, so it will install the app. so once we done with that, let me okay, so you can we can add whatever the stack you want. so let me install the app. Now once we're done with that, you have to close all the file. Let's go back to the app.jsx, and here if you see that here we are having a multiple items like dropper screen, feed screen, article screen, profile screen. okay, so what I'm gonna do, guys, I'm gonna just remove this all the screens. okay, but before removing this code, we're gonna see that what is right right now it's rendering. so you can see that we are having a feed screen, and but if you click on anything, it's not working, right? So what I'm gonna do, guys, I'm gonna remove this all this article screen and this profile screen, and I'm gonna name is home stack. okay, home stack, and in the component what I'm going to render that my home stack navigation. okay, so what I done, I changed the name from home to the home stack, and I'm passing this home stack navigators. okay, now if you see that we are having this inside this home stack, we are able to see the home header as well, the stack header as well. so let's go to the my home stack navigations, and inside this we are able to see this home headers. so what we have to do here, we have to add one option like skin options, and here I'm gonna make header zone as a false. okay, header zone as a false, so I don't want to show this header. all right, now after this, whenever user click on profile, it should go to the profile page. all right, so how we can do that? so let's go to the again this custom drawer content, and here where's the profile screen? so here you can see the profile, and after that we are having a label, icon, name, style. okay, but we had not added any on press event. all right, so how we can add the on press event? do you guys know? Yes, it's too simple, straightforward one. let me tell you guys how we can add on press event. here after the label is one property called on press, and here we can define a function to do whatever you want. so I just want props dot navigation dot navigate to the profile screen like this. all right, now if you click on profile, so what is going to happen? you can see that it went to the profile screen, but on the top you can see that this is a custom drawer, let's click on profile, so it went to the profile screen, and again you can close it and open it, and you can see that the profile screen is visible. but this is how we can do that. again, if you want to click on this liked song, let's add it as well. so I'm going to copy this line of code, and let's go to the like song, and navigate to the like screen. so I'm going to just copy this name, what is going to be, liked song. so I'm gonna remove this space quickly from the name, and liked songs, copy this name, and I'm gonna add it here, liked song. now let's click on this. you can see that we went to the like song screen. Perfect. But this is how we can make custom drawer navigators in React Native. okay, now after this if you see that this home stack on the top, this stack which I want to make a custom header for this as well. How we can make it? Okay, so to make this custom header as well, so let's close all the file. Let's go to the app.jsx, and here inside the drawer navigators we have a screen options, and here we can define header zone as a false. Okay, once we make it false, what we're gonna do, we're gonna get to the source, and we're gonna create one file that is gonna be a components. Okay, inside this component I'm gonna create one file that is called header.jsx rnfes. Okay, inside this header component, what I'm gonna do quickly, like I'm gonna render this header component, like so let me show you guys what I'm trying to tell. That touchable opacity, I'm gonna have a one touchable opacity. Inside this touchable opacity, okay, inside this touchable opacity I'm gonna show a one icon. Okay, the font awesome icon, font awesome. Okay, before that, which icon I want to use, let me show you that as well. So let's go to the website, let's go to the React Native vectors icon directory, and here you have to search what lines. Great, lines. So we want a lines icon, kind of grip lines. Okay, so I'm gonna use this grip lines. So I'm gonna import my bad, import font awesome 5 from React Native vectors icon slash font 5, font awesome 5, and I'm gonna copy this name, and inside the touchable opacity I'm gonna write font awesome 5, and we're gonna name the name is like grip lines. Okay, so let's write name as a grip lines like this. Okay, and yeah, we are not able to see anything, but because we are not rendering it in here, so let's go to the screen, let's go to the home screen, and here I'm gonna render the headers component. Okay, and header is coming from, okay, let me import the header. It's gonna be header, yeah, header component. Okay, now you can see that header, it's visible there, but it's not clickable and not visible perfectly. So what am I going to do, guys? I'm gonna increase the size. The size gonna be what, icon size dot medium. Let's see, let me reload the app, and now let's check it out. Okay, now you can see that the icon size is visible, but we're gonna apply some style is equal to styles dot container. So it's gonna look better, styles dot container. Okay, and let me copy this container class name, and here I'm gonna have a what, I'm gonna padding horizontal will be what, maybe spacing dot medium. Let's apply a padding, not horizontal padding. So you can see that now if user click on this, it's looking well, but we can make it much more changes. But if on the touchable opacity, whenever user click on this, on press handle toggle drawer. Okay, so I'm gonna create one function that is called handle toggle drawer, handle toggle drawer, and we're gonna make a function const handle toggle drawer like this, and I'm gonna write const navigation is equal to use navigation, const navigation is equal to use navigation like this. And inside this, after this, we're gonna have a navigation dot navigate dot toggle drawer, navigation, okay, my bad, navigation dot toggle drawer only, navigation dot toggle drawer. Let's check it out. Now if I click on this, you can see that the toggle is opening, it's toggling the drawer. If it's closed, then it's gonna open that. Awesome. So if you click on profile, you can see that on the profile screen we want again this header. All right, so how we can do that? So let's go to the profile screen, and here we have to just import this header component. Okay, let's import this header component like this. Okay, now let's click profile. Now we can see that this header component on the profile as well. So this is how we can make a custom drawer navigation along with the stack navigation. But there's one bug, if we on the profile screen, it should be highlighted, right? So how we can make this, so for that I'm gonna go inside this navigation, I'm gonna go to this custom drawer content. Okay, and there's one thing that gonna be active tint color. So here we have options called, so let's go back. after this, let's suppose I'm a profile screen, right? This is the profile screen. Okay, and if it's yeah, here we have called active tint color. If it's active, then it's gonna be red, and if it's inactive, tint color will be what? Black, kind of. Let's see now. Let's click on profile. Now if it's active, then it should be a red color, but it is not. My bad. Let's go back again and let's click on contact us, like songs. So this is how we can make a custom drawer navigation, and along with the stack navigation. All right, so yeah, that's all in this video, guys. And you can, if you have any, if you're getting any perks, you can read these talks. You can, like, all the documentation is there. Like, it's too simple, too easy to understand. And if you're facing any issue, just let me know as well. All right, so yeah, that's all in this video. I will post this code on GitHub as well. So let me create a repository for this, so you guys can use it as well. So I'm gonna go to my GitHub quickly. GitHub, my bad, GitHub MD Sanali. I'm gonna create one repository quickly for you guys, and here I'm gonna post that repository, and we will provide it in the description box. All right, and there's one more thing, guys. You people asking, bro, why video is not coming, like, why you guys are not uploading the video. The reason is that we are having some electricity issue and some personal issue was there. That's why I was not able to create videos. But yeah, thanks for asking, guys. Like, it means a lot to me if you guys asking, like, bro, where are you, like, why you're not posting the videos. The reason is that I was a bit busy with stuff, work stuff, office stuff, and some personal come up also is that. So let's create a new repository quickly. But yeah, I I really appreciate, like, you guys ask me, like, what is happening, guys. Custom drawer navigations. All right, and it's gonna be a public repository for you guys, just for you. I love you guys. All right, and I'm gonna copy this line of code, and I'm gonna paste this, that, and after that git add git commit -m, and I'm gonna make done, and I'm gonna just git push. All right, and I'm gonna copy this line of code, paste it line of this code, and hit enter. All right, so yeah, this video a bit longer, but it's really helpful for you guys. This can make you from zero to hero kind of stuff as well. So we'll be just pushing it on this here. All right, and it's get pushed as well on this GitHub. So I will provide this link as well. You can also check it out on this 0 degree GitHub repository as well, and we'll provide it on the description box as well. All right, that's all in this video, guys, and yeah, we'll catch up again in the next video. Thank you for caring and asking me a question. Keep supporting, guys, keep loving. We'll keep posting such great content. Thanks. Bye bye.